Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So after a long time we are back on my channel and I'm going to show you some problem. As you all know, lockdown is there and we all are stuck in our homes. So our vehicles are also parked in our sheds and nobody has started them. Maybe some of us like me, they are starting our cars once in a while just to engine warm up or battery recharging. But more or less they are being unused. So in this lockdown period I have also faced one problem and today I'm going to share my problem with you. My Honda Accent stereo, the preloaded stereo which has come with it, is not starting, display is not coming on. So I'll just take you through the problem and I'll show you what I'm going to do in this lockdown period, because I'm not going to wait for lockdown to get over and go to workshop to resolve this problem. So let's get started. Okay friends, so we are in my Honda Accent and I should demonstrate what is the problem actually. So this is my key and I am going to start the vehicle. So see, whenever we start, first of all we get this display on our car and you can see the display on my stereo has not come on. By default in every Accent you will get display of date, calendar, time, but nothing has come on. I'll switch on the power switch and I'll show you that power switch is also not working. Volume increase, decrease, any of the keys, nothing is working. The display keeps switched off in every condition. I'll switch on the vehicle and I'll show you that it is not the problem because of the battery also. See now, even though supply voltage may have increased now with engine on condition, the display of stereo has not come on. So now I'll show you how we'll resolve this problem. If this is a small problem, we'll try to rectify this at our end. So first of all, what we have to do, I'll show you. So in your car, okay friends, so I'll simulate the problem and I'll show you. So this is my key and I'll plug my key. So when I start my key, see, in normal case a display will come with a clock or date in case it is off, and when we switch power button on, nothing happens. Actually there is no display, none of the buttons are working. You can see. So actually even power on off switch is not working. Steering wheel controls are also not operable. So it is immaterial whatever we do, even though car is on, nothing happens. I'll check the neutral and I'll start the car. See, now also the display has not come on. So this is the problem. Okay, so now I'll show you what is the first step. First, what we have to do is, there is a fuse box in our car. You can see here, fuse box. We have to open it. So in this fuse box, you can see one yellow switch is there. It can be switched to off and on position. And just try to change over to off position and I'll show you when you keep it off what happens. Now I'll switch on the car. You can see fuse is written, fuse on. It indicates that fuse is not on. So all this supply I have cut off. Now I'm going to switch it back on and now everything has come on. So that switch, if some intermittency is there, then we can see. However, the display has not come on, so that switch is not a problem. Now we'll go outside. There is one more switch fuse box outside. So for this we'll open the bonnet and I'll take you to the bonnet now. I'll open the... Okay, so now we'll open the bonnet. So this is our battery and this, okay, so this is our battery, this is our one more fuse box. So we start from here. So this is how we open it. You have to press this switch and lift it up. Okay. So there is a clip over here. This clip we have to use. These are extra fuses. You can read. There are values written on this. I don't know if you can see it clearly. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 7.5. So I'll hold it like this. So these values can be read: 7.5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. So these are different values of fuses with color code. So whichever fuse you have to use, you can use like this and you can pull out. Okay. So now I'll show you. Here there are so many fuses. So we are interested in checking this fuse. We'll check all the fuse continuities. In our case, all these fuse continuity we'll check. If every fuse is okay, then we'll go back. Now I'm not going to keep this because we need this clip to get the fuse inside the cockpit for testing. So now we are back inside and I'll show you what you have to do. You can see there is one 15 amps fuse here. You'll read this drawing. You know you have to hold it like this. See, off fuse, switch on. If you see this drawing and you keep, sorry, excuse me for this. So now if we see that both these things are in same position, then we can read which is our interest. So multimedia is 20 amps. So this multimedia fuse is of our interest and it is in between 10 and 15. So this 20 amps, this fuse is of our interest. So I'm going to remove this. So now I have removed this fuse. Okay, so I'll show you. So this fuse is okay. There is no problem. So our problem is somewhere else. So this means if all our fuses are okay, we have to open the stereo. So now I'll restore this. And just for the note, if everything is okay, what we have to do is we have to open this panel. We'll have to remove this fascia, then the stereo will be accessible. We have to remove the stereo and behind that one connector will be there. See, what has happened is from battery we are getting supply till there, and from there supply comes to this fuse box, and in this fuse box this 15 amps fuse gives supply to this point. And if everything is okay, then only problem that could happen is either the wiring from that fuse box to our stereo input is bad, or the stereo connector itself is not getting the supply because of that, or the stereo itself has died. So tomorrow I'll upload the next video log in which I'll be opening this fascia and I'll show you what we can do. Till then, it's goodbye from here. See you again. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.